Hi, everyone. We are live with two amazing ladies, a mother and a daughter, who have come up with a great book that is designed to help all you entrepreneurs out there. So, ladies, thank you for joining me. The book is called Stepping Up to Lead by Annabelle Beckwith and Indy Beckwith. Hello, ladies. Thank you for joining me. Now, they are all over the world from me, too. So, I'm in the US. Annabelle, and why don't you tell them where you're at, and then
Well,
tell them where you're
I'm in
at.
Scotland. I'm in Scotland, so I'm 5 hours ahead of Heather.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in Dubai, so I'm 4 hours ahead of you, Mum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We're everywhere. We're broadcasting all over the world. So, ladies, tell me a little bit, and I don't know who wants to start, about the overall idea that went into making this book, and then one of you can tell me the overall message that you hope people will gain from it.
Well, Ind, do you want to kick off with where it came from? Because it was from you, in fact.
Yeah, so I actually stepped into my first management role early last year, and Mum's always on speed dial. Any questions that I had, I was phoning my mum, asking questions. I think when you step into a new role, there's so much unknown, you almost don't know where to begin, and you don't know what you don't know. So we were having one of many conversations around how to handle giving feedback, how to delegate within the team, etc. And I made actually just a throwaway comment that, oh, I wish there was just a book that told you all of this in simple terms and it wasn't overcomplicated and overwhelming. And kind of from that mark, we thought there's something actually in this, the kind of blend of experience that my mum has in working in leadership and management training for the past 25 years, and then my perspective coming in as a first-time manager with all the questions, with all the unknowns, and kind of merging the two together to create a really practical guide that's really usable, and yeah, comes from a place of first-hand experience and expertise from being in the industry for years. So yeah, that was kind of where the idea was born. Here we are.
Here we are.
I love it. I love it. So, Annabelle, what's it's been like working from a distance, but with your favorite person in the world at the same time?
Well, I need to be careful because I've got a son as well, so we need to temper this favorite person. One of my favorite people.
One of your favorite people.
Yes. So, well, it's been good because we're in touch a lot anyway, and so as Indy says, there were regular chats around things, and we did have to find a way of working when it came to writing the book. So we would meet like every week to say, right, what are we doing now? Where are we? Obviously, we had a schedule to follow from the team, which was a godsend because it really focused us and helped keep us on track. And I have to, as a slight aside, the She Rises team have been fantastic throughout the whole process here, keeping us on track, telling us what we need, giving us a kick in the backside when we needed one. So we found a way of working, and then it was a to and fro and a to and fro. We had a framework to work with, a structure to work with, and this was quite an important thing, I felt, because when you step into anything new, as Indy's just said, you don't know what you don't know, and there's so much, and looking for information can be quite overwhelming. It's like there's a fire hose of stuff coming from everywhere. So we used the 5 Ps framework that actually underpins my first book. And the 5 Ps are personal, purpose, people, process, and paradigm. So the personal was very much around the mindset of leadership when you step up to lead. The purpose, understanding the overall purpose and strategy of the business that you're in, or indeed, if you're an entrepreneur growing your business, a clear articulation of the purpose, the vision, the mission of the organization and your strategy. The people, bringing in the right people and knowing how to manage them. How do you set goals? How do you give feedback? How do you delegate? All of those things that actually aren't instinctive. You do need like a set of, okay, here's what to do step by step. Here's a good way to have that conversation to save you getting through it and going wrong. The 4th P is processes. So there's a whole load of stuff about processes and systems and how you do things. And the 5th P is paradigms. And so here it was very much about how do you build the culture of your team and your team spirit, which again, in principle, is the same as what you'd be doing as an entrepreneur, building out your culture. So with that as the framework, then it was a to and fro. And Indy was literally saying, okay, well, this week I'm dealing with this and I'm dealing with that. I've been speaking to a friend who's going through this. And it was like, that's what's going in the book then. So at every stage, it was based in the practical realities of, this is actually the things you're going to be grappling with for your first few months in a leadership role. So don't be floundering, don't be guessing, follow these principles and you'll be off to a good start.
I love it. I love it. And thank you for pointing out, like, this book isn't just for the entrepreneur. It can be for man or woman stepping into that leadership role, stepping into something new. It doesn't even have to be like the big C-suites. It can be just any, in a management role and of any kind of, what does it look like? How do, I take control, but in a positive way that can be constructive and allows me to still build community within my teams. And what does that look like? And really, I think you can even see that in other industries too. You can still find that in the education industry and things like that, where a lot of this is applicable.
That's a good point, Heather. And it's true. It might be in a community group, for example, where, you're stepping up in a position where it's not a business. You don't have a remit as their lead, as their manager or a job title, but you've still got to bring people together with a common purpose. You've still got to organize people to do stuff within the community or within the school board or whatever it happens to be. So there's a lot of practical skills that are very, very transferable to a number of different scenarios. Again, if you're an entrepreneur and you're building the team, and you need those people management skills, or indeed if it's you're just, you've been doing the thing and you're promoted to being the team leader or the supervisor or the manager of the people who are doing the thing. There's that people side of stuff, which quite often isn't trained, isn't taught. That's often the bit that can catch you out. So this is the bit that we've been looking to address.
Yeah. And Indy, I mean, for you, you're significantly younger than us, and you're starting out in these type of roles. And so there are, a lot of probably millennials out there that might also have this same concerns that you came across when you decided, gosh, I wish I had a how-to book that told me how to deal with this. Luckily you had your mom on speed dial, but not everybody does. And so that's really what I believe you felt like this guide needed to be for. How do you think it would have been different had you had this how-to guide when you were starting to tackle these challenges?
Sorry, I missed the first part of the question there.
How do you think it would have been different for you had you had this how-to guide when you were starting to tackle these challenges of leadership and management?
To be fair, I feel like for me, it came at a good time when we were actually writing the book, because it was that myself and my mum were having these conversations as and when things came up. So I was very lucky in that sense that I didn't really go too much time without having those conversations with my mum. I do think there was definitely a period for the first couple of months before we'd officially decided that we were going to write the book where I would have just been off to a way quicker start if I'd have had a guide like this to be able to refer to, because it is the kind of book where we want people to read it front to back, because all of the information is useful and is going to be essential at some point in your role as a manager. But it is the kind of book where you can also flick to the page that is most relevant to you. If you really quickly need delegation or this or that, you can flick to the page and find some practical advice and tools and techniques in the book there for you. So I think from that point of view, I would have definitely benefited from having it slightly earlier on. But like I say, I've been very fortunate that I have had my mum on speed dial, and having those constructive kind of coaching conversations has really helped me a lot. Yeah.
Well, I did just get some good news from the team, ladies. So even though this book has only been out for a short 48 hours, you have hit 3 bestseller categories in the U.S. and 5 bestsellers in the United Kingdom. So congratulations. So we have bestseller in business and leadership in the U.S., bestseller in the Kindle store, and bestseller in personal transformation in the U.S. And United Kingdom has a bestseller in success ebooks, bestseller in business management and leadership, bestseller in personal transformation, bestseller in business, finance, and law, and then bestseller in practical motivational self-help. So you are
Oh my goodness.
life.
I'm just absolutely blown away. I was thinking we were just going to, because of the, we were on Amazon time, weren't we? And there was a bit of a technical glitch. I was thinking we'll just gloss over the numbers because it's not, but that is just, I'm kind of misting up here. I'm just absolutely blown away. That is phenomenal news.
Yes. Yes, great news. And people, if you haven't got this book yet, again, the book is called Stepping Up to Lead by Annabelle Beckwith and Annie Beckwith. And they really did this, because they want to help you. They've been in your shoes. They know what it's like to seem overwhelmed or stressed out by taking on those leadership roles, whether they be for your own business or for community engagement or for, your role in moving up in your own ladder of success within your business that you're working for. So it really doesn't matter which position you're at or in. If you are struggling or scared or intimidated by these leadership roles and you're looking for a guide, this is your guide. Step Up to Lead. You can get it on Amazon now. You can also get it from all the other retailers at this point. So we have the ebook out, we have the paperback out. Go grab yourself a copy. I know for me, I love paperbacks because I like to pull out the highlighter and the pencil and the journal and really take notes and learn from it. But I know people that just love the ebooks because they just want to pull it up on their phone or their tablet. And, so however you learn and grow, it's available both ways, all across all the different platforms in all the different countries. Ladies, any last words of wisdom you would like to leave for those who might be listening, just to encourage them why this book might be just what they need?
Ian, do you want to go first?
I was going to let you look like you were.
I was right. It's just like to you, to me, to you, to me. I think from my point of view, it's like the first thing I would want to say to anybody picking up the book is congratulations on stepping up to lead, actually, because not everybody chooses to do this. And it is a responsibility and it is a challenge, but there's also so many rewards that come from being able to deliver results through other people, being able to lead and inspire them and help them to develop and grow and fulfill their potential. So that's the first thing, is congratulations on doing this. The second thing is you have got this. If you're at a point where you're thinking, I don't know what I'm doing, it's and that's fine, because that's what growth feels like. And this guide is here to help you get off to a really solid start, because it is based on best practice. It's based on recognized best practice from my 25 years experience in leadership and management training and coaching, and from India's lived experience, here and now as a 21st century people manager. So just that, congratulations on stepping up to lead and taking on that role. And you have got this. You absolutely have got this. And we've got you as well.
Yeah. I would say, as cliche as it is, believe in yourself. You found yourself in this management or leadership position for a reason. Someone else has seen something in you, or you believe in yourself, your business, and you're wanting to elevate it, and that's why you're in this position. So use that as a kind of motivation. Nobody wants to see you fail. If you've been promoted into a position, people want to see you succeed. And another thing that I found particularly overwhelming, I guess, when I first stepped into my management role, was this idea that you have to almost morph into a completely new person. I have to be super professional. I have to be X, Y, and Z, tick off all these things. You can absolutely still be yourself and have your own leadership and style within your team, while following core principles that will ensure that you're successful and efficient and managing appropriately. But just don't be overwhelmed by this idea that you have to suddenly be somebody completely different. Use your core strengths and your personality and who you are. Use the tool to kind of elevate your management position through that.
Great. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. I always enjoy seeing you, Annabelle, and your daughter is just lovely. I'm so excited. Congratulations for everything you've already accomplished. I'm so excited to see what all this book ends up doing. And again, everybody go get your copy of Step Into Lead. And we look forward to seeing you ladies again soon on another project. And we're so glad that this has worked out to be the thing that you really were wanting, and we're so happy that you chose She Rises to be part of this journey for you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Heather, and thank you to the team at She Rises. Second to none.
Bye, ladies.
Bye for now. Bye.